pre-filed bill in South Carolina wants to give law enforcement the right to seize firearms and ammunition. As it's referred to its committee, it's also sparking some conversation all across the Palmetto State.
Yeah, you can bet on that. And it's a bill that solicitors and law enforcement could submit a verified complaint to a judge and then get an order to take someone's guns. 7 News reporter Kimberly Brown joining us now with that story. Kim.
Gordon, Amy, well, Representative Thigpen covers Richland County. He's a gun owner and a health care provider, and he filed this bill hoping to create a legal avenue of intervention and prevention. Keywords to remember with this story: temporarily, due process, and responsible legislation. Now, Representative Thigpen filed House Bill 3275 to provide law enforcement with the tools they need to intervene if someone has mental health or substance abuse issues. Before guns and ammo could be removed, solicitors and officers would have to investigate and determine that probable cause exists, and then present the evidence to a judge before any guns are removed. Thigpen stresses that he in no way wants to take guns away. He's a gun owner himself, and he simply wants to provide officers with a proactive tool that they can use to keep people safe.
I think with every right there comes responsibilities, and so if we are going to exercise the right as a society and a culture to, have guns and own them and operate them, I think we also have to look at, what are the associated responsibilities that we have in ensuring that it is safe, the operation and ownership.
And in addition to this law, Thigpen says that officers need training and de-escalation when it comes to individuals with mental health. So a lot of avenues with this law.
Okay, but this is a pre-filed bill, so this is a long way from becoming a law. Where is it now, and what momentum does it have?
It's in the committee. It's a lot of conversation. He says that it probably won't pass as is, but he wants to bring in law enforcement and health care providers to get their input so that the language isn't too narrow and it isn't too wide. He wants to be able to help people who have mental issues, help keep them safe and their families also.
I have to say, when you talk about seizing guns from people, does that have any chance of passing South Carolina's legislature? Does he think it does?
I didn't specifically ask him that, but you and I know a lot of people in the South, especially in South Carolina, love their guns, love their firearms, and he in no way wants to take them away. He's a gun owner himself. Okay. But when we hear things, there are certain mental, pictures that come to mind automatically. Hear him out. He wants to make sure people who have disabilities and people who have issues are taken care of. Doesn't want to take the guns away, just wants legislation to protect those who really can't protect themselves.
Well, you can bet we'll track this bill as it moves through the State House. Kim Brown, thank you.
Thank you.